like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Queen of the South season 3 episode 8. Yes, I know I did not review the episode last week. I was tired. Okay, I did watch it. I don't remember, I didn't take any notes. I went to sleep and I'm like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Then this morning came, I never did it. So yep, I missed that episode, but I'm back again for another one. And plus, Queen of the South is not one of the reviews a lot of people watch, so sometimes I'll be looking like I don't feel like it because I'm only gonna get a couple hundred views. So yeah, anyway, if you have not done so already though, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, and then do not forget, once you subscribe, to hit the notification bell because it lets you know when I have other videos up. Y'all know my charges is always, wait, why is this being stupid? Y'all know I'm always charging something because, yeah. And I'm going to be live tonight on my YouTube at 10 o'clock. So I'm trying to keep everything plugged and charged because that's in like an hour and 20 minutes. So, yeah. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, so the episode was really good if you ask me. I'm really not going to cover much from the last episode unless I think about it from this one, because as I said, I did not take notes. But thank y'all for coming back to see this episode. So we see that Camila is trying to contact Cortez because, well, because she is. It is what it is. But he's just not available. He's like, this is the third time I've called him. How is he not available? I'm the governor. And then they're like, he's just busy. He's in meetings. But in real life, his ass is avoiding her because, well, I will comment some stuff last episode. She told him to kidnap, what's his name? Kite? Something, the boyfriend, the fiance of the daughter, and said don't harm him. However, Cortez said fuck you mean, and he killed him. Okay, killed him dead. So I think he's avoiding her for that particular reason. So we do see Isabella come in saying Kite is missing, something's wrong, mom. And she's like, maybe he's just in hiding with Boaz's dad or whatever. She's like, no, he would have told me about it. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking and he would not have left without me. We were meeting up. Okay, and he would have told me if something was wrong. And so she's like, but don't worry about it, baby. I would try my best to figure out where he is. I'll do everything in my power to find him. And she's hugging Isabella, and I'm looking like, girl, this just sounds like a setup. It just sounds like a setup. Okay, so we said, but Camila deserves it a little bit. Camila's not innocent in any of this. So we do see Camila, she went to Cortez's office. I need to talk to you. And other people gotta go. Get out, bye, gotta go. So I've been calling you for hours. It's like, yeah, I've been dealing with the whole mess of our load getting jacked or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We had the whole lot of shipments. I've been kind of looking into that. And she's like, I bet you it's Teresa. She's messing up our product. She wants to be the only person supplying product to Arizona. And I just know it's her. And he's like, it's okay. I spoke to Pecos and I had Pecos on it. You talking to Pecos yourself? So she's surprised that he's even talking to Pecos on his own. Cortez is a whole snake in the grass, okay? Cortez tried to kill Effanio. He tried to kill her. So I'm like, why? He's crooked. So I'm like, why is she even acting as if he's going to be loyal to her? It's just stupid if you ask me. Anyway, when he sits at his desk, he puts a file in his drawer, and when he opens it, he cuts a recorder on it. I'm like, he cutting on a whole recorder to record the whole conversation, honey. So then he asks Camila, is that all that you needed? And then she says, no, I need you to release Kite. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. We never got him. We got there, he never showed up. We waited for hours and he never came. I'm looking like, you were okay. He's setting her ass up, okay. And she's like, you promised that Isabella would never know the order came from me or whatever. And he's like, I'm saying, you just secret is safe with me. No, it ain't. Not at all. At this point in time, Isabella, because Camilla leaves, Isabella comes visiting Cortez. And you know, she don't like Cortez, but she know her mom and Cortez is connected at the hip. She's like, you know, I'm just here. I need the truth. You know what I'm saying? I need to know if my mother is lying to me about something. You know what I'm saying? Kite's missing. I think she's lying about it. He like went, poured her a drink and said, are you sure you want to know? And she was like, yeah, I want to know. Honey, he pushed play. But he only played the part where she said, you promised me that Isabella would never know that I gave the order. But I'm like, if I was Isabella, I would say, no, play it from the beginning. That's the whole thing. And let me see. Rewind. Because if she would have heard the whole conversation, she would have heard him say, we didn't get him. Okay, but nope. He let her hear only the part of it saying, make sure she does not know it came from me. So at that point, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And then he's like, you know, Keith is dead. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm telling you the truth is because, you know, he was innocent. You're innocent. You know, I know you think I'm a monster, but I'm not. And even monsters have their limits. She says, I want to see his body. And I'm looking like, okay, girl. Okay, girl. So we then see how Taza has basically agreed to help Teresita take out Pekka. So we know the last episode, he took her to his reservation with his people or whatever. That was the end of the last episode. But now he's there trying to convince his tribe to join forces with her and take out Pekkas. And they like, it ain't our fight. We give zero fucks, you know what I'm saying? We're not about this war. It's not our war. This is bullshit. We can't trust them, you know what I'm saying? It will only get us killed. And they like, I'm like, y'all is really against it. It's like, y'all don't, zero fucks given. Like, no, y'all like, I'm good, love, and joy. So Teresa, you know, can I say something? Can I speak? So she's like, look, if we do this the right way, if we do it the right way, if we do it the absolute right way, no one will die. I'm looking like, girl, this is called Queen of the South. Somebody gonna die. And then she's like, you know, we just need to cut off the supplier. If we cut off the supplier, I'll be the only person here with the drugs. They'll have to go through me, and that way we can run Phoenix, and then, you know what I'm saying, you guys can make more money and have your own stuff. They want to have their own, like, hospitals and schools and stuff like that, and centers or whatever. And he's like, if we do this, we can have more money to do those things for our tribe. But, you know, one dude in particular, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think we should do it. I don't think we should do it. I'm looking like he gonna be trouble, if you ask me. So they decide to, you know, join forces or whatever. So we see Pote and Teresa having a conversation. And he's like, you know, I know you were so upset about it last time, because last episode they locked her in the cellar because she would not rest, she would not sleep, she would not, you know, do anything after Werewolf's death. And so they thought she was just doing too much. So they locked her in the cellar, telling her to just calm her ass down, get some sleep, eat a sandwich. But he's like, you know, you was not listening to anybody, and I just feel like I didn't have anything else to do. And she's like, I'm not angry. She said, and you keep saying I wasn't listening to anybody. I wasn't listening to James. Okay, I'm saying it's different. She's like, when you work with Elfiano, did y'all ever argue with her? Did you ever have disagreements? And he said, yeah. And then she says, but you never locked him in a closet, did you? Because you would never do that to a man. And then, you know, because you would never disrespect a man like that. And he realized, you're right. You know what I'm saying? She's like, Bote, you're different. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that I wasn't listening to James. I mean, I wasn't listening to both of y'all. It was James. You know what I'm saying? Me and you are different. We have a different relationship. So it had nothing to do with James. So he's like, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. It will never happen again. You know, ever, ever, ever. And please don't question my loyalty, because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, I live and die for you. Teresita. I love how he says her name, Teresita. She's like, we're family. We live and die for each other. And then they see the drugs that's Camilla's coming across the border. So Teresa calls Homeland Security and says, it's a whole truck leaving. This is the thing. Go get it. Because she's like, I need to get them drugs. They can't make it here. Okay, get it stopped somewhere. And it does get stopped. Hence the reason that Cortez was talking to Camilla about their load getting jacked. That's the one we're talking about. So we see Pekkas all kind of jumping on a little bit. So y'all know how I do stuff in different orders or whatever. So Pekkas is calling Camilla to tell her how, you know, the load it was taken, it wasn't made. And then she says it probably was Teresa trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't have any drugs and you have to go through her. But I still expect to be paid in full and on time all day, every day. And I'm like, she really thinks she big bag and bold, but whatever. We then see at that time Pecos is meeting with Sheriff Mayo. I'm looking like, I thought he was dead. Well, not dead, but he was like in the hospital, like all laid up or whatever, but he's out and he's back on the job. I'm looking like he is trouble. He looks like trouble. And is he gay? Because he said, you know, ties, he called ties are cute or sexy or something. I'm looking like, okay, he might be a gay sheriff. Anyway, they basically in cahoots, okay, and we know they both dirty. And Mayo is based on how he now has to kill Teresa and whoever's with her. And I'm looking like, aw, it's just not fair. Anyway, we see that James's men see Pecos and Mayo meeting, so they tell, you know, James, who then tells Teresa and all of them or whatever. So, you know, they figure out, okay, they in cahoots, so we need to hurry up and give these drugs across the board, so before they kind of get hip to it. But to do that, we need some fast cars to drive real fast to get it done. And Ties are like, you know what I'm saying, I got the perfect thing. He just so happened to have a whole bunch of fast cars in like a barn or somewhere, and they come up with a plan. We have to drive real fast on a certain road that we can get through, and excuse me, like the first car will be the rabbit car. You know what I'm saying? You chasing the rabbit, it's gone. Okay, you're chasing the rabbit. That car gonna have Pote and Ties in it, and it's the first car to bait Mayo and them to chase them because they're driving so fast. And then they like the transport car, which will have the actual drugs in it, will be the second car. And by the time the police are chasing the first car, they can clearly make their way through the thing. And then they're gonna have the third car, a chaser car, meaning in case they need backup, Teresa and James will be in the chaser car. Now the drug car will be King George and his homie, his boy. And so that's their plan. However, we see that Mayo is aware of the plan. Okay, he's a sneaky deaky. Okay, and how does he know the plan? Because the one person, Tyler's camp, who was saying, I don't know about this, man, I don't know. He went and told Mayo what was going to really happen. So when Mayo see the first car speeding past, he know that's the rabbit car. We can't chase that car. Okay, now get into position. I'm like, you a whole snitch out here? A whole snitch. And he says to himself, you told me that if I helped you, you would not hurt anyone in our tribe. He's like, when will y'all learn? Y'all just should not trust us. And he shoots him. Shoots him dead. I say, Lord Jesus. Anyway, you know, the second car, with the first car going like, yeah, we just went past or whatever. They driving fast. George then called Teresa, say, I think something's up because we got a, they got a blockage or whatever. A barrier. So something's up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take the bait. The first car, the rabbit car. They're like, oh shit. So the first car is like 10 miles up. They got to come back around and come back to help them because again, they finna get in some trouble. But Teresa and James on the way. They made sure that each car was like miles apart so that, you know what I'm saying, they had time for no one to see the other cars coming. So when Teresa and them on their way, her and James talking again about the whole locking her in the cellar situation. And she like, you know what I'm saying? Because he said, like, I know you mad about it. She's like, look, I need you to respect me, okay? That's all it's really about. Just because we sleep together does not mean that you have the right to make decisions for me and think what's best for me like that. You work for me, bro. You work for me. We just have to be banging. It ain't that much. And then he like, all right, I get it, my bad. So we do see when Mayo has George and the guy, again, he's saying him saying, is y'all together? Is you on the down low? I'm like, the down low? I'm like, he might really be gay. That's the second little gay statement he made. But who cares? But at the same time, when some shit about to pop off, Teresa and James pull up. Pow, pow. It's a whole gunfight. Okay, it's a whole gunfight. You then see the Pote and James, Pote and Tyler put back up. I can't remember. But we do see where they like, take the van and go. Go. It's a whole little fight. Matter of fact, you know, Pote did come back because he was shooting. Pow, 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 pow. Okay, Pote's back to me with both his shooting hands. I'm very, very happy about that. So Teresa and James then take off in the product van to get away while the other people are shooting at who they need to shoot at. And when she busts through the cop cars, it's like an explosion in the back of her van catch on. I'm like, how did that fucking van catch on fire? I'm like, it's really, really on fire. So they are driving. He like, we gotta pull over. If you don't pull over, we're gonna lose the whole load. No, we gotta go. We can't lose the drugs. He like, if you don't pull over, we're gonna die because the car gonna blow up. So she finally pull over, and of course it's on fire. He did have a extinguisher to put out half of the car. I'm like, it wasn't enough for the whole car. I'm not, that's not me. Anyway, so they're trying to get the drugs out the car, and they're throwing it on the street. And then here come Potent on them pulling up too in another car, and they're trying to hurry up and move and put the drugs from the van that's on fire on the ground to get it loaded into the car. And they like, we can't. There's more left on there. I'm looking like what y'all should have done was had some just in it. Like, don't try to get it on the ground to the other car. Get it out the other truck. But they won't listen to me. They can hear me because it's a TV show. So they get as much product out the van as they can before it blows up. And it goes, boom, bitch. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, they pack up the car. They drive off. And they know they lost product in the explosion. And so, come to find out, they lost 87 kilos. 87 kilos. And George's like, no, we can just, it's okay. We can just take what we have, add some baking soda to it. And she's like, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to I'm not going to cook up my Coke. I'm not going to add baking soda to it. Cut the Coke with baking soda. She says, I'll just take that loss. I'm looking like, well, look at her being a whole little businesswoman. But she is about her business. She has the best cocaine. It's like 99% Bolivian. So, is what it is. We see Teresa meeting with Lil T. Okay. Now, Lil T is supposed to take a kilo of cocaine to Pecos. So, it's going to be Lil T and then one of Tyler's men taking it to him as a notification that, she has the best and only cocaine. And you need her. So, that's your only option. She's like, but it's gonna be dangerous. Like, what dangerous, Lil T? She's like, I know it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. We all out. We all here to work. I'm saying, I'm here to put in that work. I'm like, okay. So she's happy to put in that work. So at the meeting, he has someone tested. He like, oh yeah, it's really 99% Bolivian. It's really, really good Coke. He like, but, you know what I'm saying? I hate being backed into a corner. She was like, yeah, but it's the only Coke around. So he calls Teresa. And then she says, look, this is gonna be the deal. You're going to work with me, okay, because you can't get stuff through Camilla, okay? And, you get better Coke, lower prices, we all make more money, and, I'll deal to you exclusively, and that'll be the deal or whatever. He said, I have to think about it and take it to La Comisión, and we'll let you know. She's like, all right, you got 24 hours. However, she realized we can't really wait the full 24 hours. We got to kind of just keep moving forward. But at that point, we see Pote come back up, like, hey, Teresita. Something came up. Okay. So it wasn't like immediately. Like an hour later or whatever. When he said something came up. And they go to a clinic. And he like, Tyler says, Pecos, we found someone saw him dumping them, wrapped in plastic. So we see his person is dead. Okay. They're dead. And then she's like, what about Lil T? He's like, because she in the room over there. They pulled a curtain back, bitches. Oh, Lord Jesus. I need some more water. They pulled a curtain back, and they like, he beat her up really bad, and then the son of a bitch branded her like cattle. He branded her back. She's alive, but she was very badly beaten, and her whole back was branded, and it said, return to sender. And like big print on her back. Branded. I'm like, bruh, I got so mad. Like, I need to know who the actor is who played Pecos. Remember from A Low Down Dirty Shame when Jada Pinkett character seen Chaz, as the world turns, is that you? And she punched him. I wanted to go find Pecos' character, or the actor who plays him, and punch him in the face. How dare you brand Lil T like that? Okay, I will come back for you. It made me so mad. And I know it's a TV show, but bruh, it pissed me off. Okay, all the way off. Anyway, at this point, I'm like, Teresa gonna kill him. Like, Teresita, kill him dead, girl. Kill him dead. Okay, he got to fucking go. And just the look on her face was so calm but murderous. Like, I can't, cause she was, I mean, bruh, it was bad. Cause she was beaten up so bad, and then the back looked so bad. They did great makeup on that. Like, it looked like she was really in pain. And I'm like, oh, it just made me so mad. It just made me so mad. Okay. Anyway, at this point in time, we see Teresa, Forte, and James having a conversation basically about the next step. Because they realize now La Commission denied the offer because they sent the girl back damn near dead and branded. And, you know, so she's like, you know, we don't have the 24 hours. And they're like, well, basically at this point in time, we at war. Like, it's gonna be a whole goddamn war. And they like, we have, because he like, we had, you know, not Teresa, we had Camila on one side as the enemy, we have Peckers on the other side that's the enemy. Like, we can't keep fighting this. Like, it's getting crucial. She's like, we have to make a deal with Mayo, you know, to keep him just at bay, so that we can handle what we need to handle without him kind of, you know what I'm saying, in the fucking fearing. So at this point in time, she calls George, because George is on his way back to wherever he came from. Okay. And she's like, look, be careful, drive like where y'all at. You're like, oh, he pulled over or whatever. We see his homie pissing. I never get when drug dealers is on their way somewhere or getting away from something. Don't pull over to piss. Okay? Just don't do it. Anyway, she's like, but be careful. La Commission has denied our offer or whatever. It's some bullshit going on. It's some bullshit afoot. It's some mischief afoot. You know what I'm saying? The mischief has not been managed. And, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just be careful. You're like, all right, no problem. So as soon as he hang up the phone, Cortez's men run up, okay, and basically snatch him up and kidnap. Well, not kidnapping. Well, yeah, kidnapping. They get him, okay, and he like, that's all you got? That's all you got? And they just beating him up. I'm like, aw, bastards. Anyway, at that point in time, we see Cortez has taken Isabella to the warehouse where he killed Kite. Even though Camila told him, don't kill him, just kidnap him and hold him, but don't kill him. Don't even harm him. And he literally, like, staple gun that boy to death. Okay? So they get there, and he leads her towards his car. She see his car, like, the window busted out. It's blood on the windows, blood on the seats or whatever. Even though he killed him outside the car, killed him, like, in the warehouse. And he leads her to the trunk. And then he, like, you know, pop the trunk. And so when she pop it, she see his dead body in the trunk. She's like, oh my God. And she throws up a little bit because, you know, dead bodies is not nothing nice to look at. And then she's sad because she's like, oh my God, I can't believe why would she do this or whatever. I just can't believe it or whatever. And then he like, okay, I'll bury him tomorrow. She's like, no, don't do that. I want my mother to pay. And I'm like, pay what? What you gonna do? And I'm like, again, why are you now trusting Cortez? Like, what is up with people trusting? Cleveland show is on. What is up with people trusting Cortez? It just does not make any sense. If you are watching this far, I remember the code is hash browns, omelet, croissant, fruits, or, and by fruits I mean you can get like a fruit and you get a whole bunch of fruit and it can be like a snack. Or you pick from one of those, and then pick a emoji that is like, you know, sun, star, moon, or some shapes or some shit, or some arrows. Okay, mine would be omelet because I had an omelet today. And then my emoji would be a shady ass. It will be the shade sun. Will be me because I'm a shady bitch sometimes, but I'm lovely. Anyway, so Cortez then calls Camila. Okay, and he's like, you know, yeah, we called King George, but we did not catch Teresa. I just saw fucking that. We did not catch Teresa, and but we caught his boat. We got his manifest, so we know where his boat was. We sees that as they're talking, all these guards come walking in with guns, just walking. I'm looking like, is they gonna kill her? Like, what's going on here? She's like, why all these guards coming here? Oh, because, you know, now we're at war, so I have to keep you safe. So they're there because I have to protect you now. But as he's talking to her, he and Isabella is riding the car side by side, and he holding her hand. I'm like, why is she trust? You don't even like that man. You think he's a monster. Okay, girl, he's a monster. Anyway, we see Teresa, James, and Pote, go pay Mayo a visit. Okay, now Mayo is at his house, in his pool, or the jacuzzi, one of the two, and he's smoking a cigar. Now, they done snuck in, killed all his guards or whatever, and they got a gun to his head at this point in time, and he had no clue. He was none the fucking wiser. And she offers him, like, look, this is the money we offered you before. Take the money, or we're gonna kill you. Which one do you want? But you have to leave us alone, okay, and work for us. Excuse me, damn it, not Pecos. And then he's looked in the bag. I have no loyalty to Pecos, and so he agrees to work with them and help them do their thing, and to stay out of it. So I'm like, Teresa, she about that life, okay? She about that life. And then the future Teresa in the white outfit, we see her, that future Teresa telling current Teresa, there's no looking back now. Now we keep seeing this future all in white Teresa, okay, but we don't know, is it a figment of her imagination to what she thinks she may be? Did she ever get to that point? We know in season 1 it starts off with Teresa and the whole white and its all white outfit, but I'm like, did she get to this queen of the drug trade or whatever? I be wondering. I'm like, because I don't want it to be like this whole time she was trying to get to that point, but she never really made it. That part always kind of confused me a little bit. So we do see that she goes back to the hospital, basically waiting on little T to wake up, because she's like, I want to be here if by chance she wakes up, because she's been through something horrendous, and she feels like it's kind of my fault because I sent her over there. And so, when Pote comes in, he's like, look, it isn't your fault. Like, she knew what she was getting herself into. Like, she knew what she was doing, like, when she went. And so her and Pote still talking, and he like, is anything going on between you and James? Is it? Because as you said earlier, no, we don't keep secrets. And then, he says, like, who you sleep with is your business. However, this would affect me too. And then she's like, are you asking me that because it's James? What do you think of him? And he's like, I'm asking you this because it affects me. He looks over at little T, says, it affects all of us. And as far as how I think about him, I think he would die for you. But again, it still affects us, so we just need to know. And she's like, you know what, you're right. You're right. Thank you. And then he leaves, letting her know, like, I told you, I thought. Do what it is you may. So we then see James calls her, because he's sitting outside of Pecos' house waiting to kill Pecos he's a sharpshooter. So he's sitting across the way or whatever, waiting to get a shot. Because I said when he did that to Lil T, Teresa wanted him dead. Point blank into the period. But James is calling because where he's sitting and how the building is made up and how Pecos came outside, he cannot get a clear shot. But he says someone else is walking in. I don't know who that someone else is, and he said the man's name, but I don't know who he is. But she's like, he's like, should I take the shot? I don't have a good one, but I can take the shot and see what happens. And then she's like, no, back off. If you don't have a clear shot, don't take it. We'll just have to wait. We'll wait, and when the time is right, we'll kill them all. I said, yes, girl. Kill them all dead. So again, it was a great episode. I'm sorry I did not review last week's episode. It will not happen again. But thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.